things that I thought they did really well. But LGD, I think there were a couple of things that they did even better than Aster at times. So they end up coming out ahead. They took the 1-0 lead. And we're here, game 2. I'm excited. We'll see what they go for. We'll see where the draft changes. Do we get an Alchemist again? Do they forget to ban that Brood? Do we see Phoenix get Brood? Do we see Techies? So many questions. So little time. Not enough answers. I mean, I guess we'll get all the answers, right? Odds on Undying? Not banned in the first phase? 100%. Right here, right now. Boop.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they didn't take it. I mean, they could go for like Techies or something instead if they wanted. Like Tiny first is something they've done historically, but we'll see.
First pick Elder Titan, and that's usually Innocence's hero. There's the clockwork from Aster.
Interesting. I wonder if there's... I feel like if you first pick ET, there's usually a reason for that in your second pick. So I'd be interested to see what they pick now after the Elder Titan. Elder Titan Gyro was one we used to see like all the time. Do you remember that? Where like the Spirit was really good for the magic damage amp. And as the game goes on, it obviously works for all the flat cannon damage as well, the physical side.
That is in early Void Spirit.
Yeah, but it's like it's really open. That's the main thing.
I guess it could be played 2-3-4, right?
Definitely could. I think it's nearly always going to be nothing to say hero, but it does have some flex value.
We've seen Jin-Q on it before. We've seen Faith Beyond on it before. And obviously we've seen it mid. So I'm interested to see where this ends up going. Would it be, obviously that's early in the draft. We saw it banned in this phase, or this next ban phase coming up last game. But, what are we going to see here in terms of bans? Like, are we going to see that Brood again, or Aster trying to get that Brood? Is that something that Void Spirit can deal with in the mid lane?
Oh, they have ET as well, which they can always put mid if needed. Like that hero does fine against Brood. You just get the damage off all the spiders and you can 3-hit the Brood. It's fine. I don't know what they pick here on Aster, because this is the thing about the voice rate. It doesn't give anything away. Like it's such a standard pick. So they need to think about if there's anything in particular that they wanted to cover with bans. And it looks like they're going to go like pretty straightforward as well, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, nothing crazy at the moment, because normally at the end of some first phases we'll see like TB or Spectre or like these heroes that you can protect, but a very chilled out opening from both teams. Nothing wacky.
Something a little bit different though from LGD in terms of just going for the Elder Titan into the Void Spirit. We've seen Void Spirit picked up last. We've seen it picked up in the second phase. It's rare to see it picked up as early, so interested to see where both teams go with this, as they've got the Clockwork and the Snapfire on Aster. We've seen XSS on that Sapphire. We've seen it mid. We've seen it 4. Like, the draft is very much open, especially with that Clockwork too, because Clockwork could go off lane. He can go 4. He can go 5. There is certainly a good amount of options right now for the side of Team Aster.
Clock does sound like something Lanham will play as well, I think. And they have next pick as well. So again, like there's so many different ways you can play either of these openings now. It's not like, I mean, the one thing I would say is Aster, like they have this Clockwork that they can throw with the Snapfire Ags, etc. But they would probably look to pick up, what do they pick? Like their mid next, I assume? Aster, potentially. Like just some safe mid hero, potentially. The Omniban is the first one that really stands out to me.
Yeah.
Like something like Mag +1 is still in the pool, which could have value.
Certainly, and we've seen this Omni ban a couple times today.
Or like Sven +1 as well is another one that could be interesting.
Ban the Ancient Apparition, immediately go into that Morphling. Most likely a Morphling for Monet. I don't expect this to be like a mid Morphling that's played by Phoenix, but who knows? I could always be wrong. We could see this over mid with something else in the safe lane.
And if it does end up being Morphly 1, this makes me think it's more likely going to be the Clock 5. I mean, it doesn't have to be, obviously, but I think that lane's really strong together. Like, obviously, pairing that melee range together is always nice as well. What do they go for now on LGD? I like that AA ban as well to cover the morph, obviously, so they need to think about how they want to deal with it. Ooh.
Earthshaker now, and the Mirana. Wow.
We've seen some teams play Mirana core before.
Yeah. Because we were talking about that in the IG series, about the Mirana potentially being a core. Or was that?
I think this is nearly always going to be Jin Q's hero, though, right? I'm surprised they didn't pick Rubik. I thought the Rubik would have been really nice with the instant lift on the Morphling. Obviously, stealing anything from SAPPHIRE feels really good, apart from Little Shredder. But I mean, Mirana is something that we don't. It's usually as a direct response to this Phoenix or something, right? Or but I think that hero is relatively solid overall, in general.
Faceless Void coming out.
Okay.
And obviously you have the Earth Splitter for that. I'd like to see a little bit more being able to be thrown into the Chronosphere. If this ends up being a core Mirana, I'm wondering what else they would go for, because if it's a core Mirana, do you throw the Void Spirit in the offlane and have the Mirana over mid and then pick up a different 4?
I think it's more likely to be they need to pick up their 3 still, and it'll be Mirana 4, Void Spirit 2. I'm interested to see whether they put the Shaker as a core potentially, and they do Shaker 3, Snapfire 4, pick a different mid kind of thing. But I think it's more likely to be Bobica. But XXS has played a decent amount of Shaker as well. So it could be either. And they have last pick of the draft, so they don't even need to decide right yet. They can wait and see.
Let's see what they go for. Zeus Band, Puck Band.
This is a
both looking for mids, draft. Right? Could he go Queen of Pain here for LGD?
No. They need an offlane on LGD, I think. And they could do with... Yeah. I mean, it could be Void Spirit 3, but I think it's more likely going to be Nothing to Say 0. So I think if you just look at their lineup, what they need overall, they don't have a huge amount of damage in their mid hero, right?
Ooh,
it's kind of Void needs to farm still. Looks like they think it is. Yeah, they think it's going to be a offlane Void Spirit still. Invoker would have been really good for LGD, but it gets banned out last. They still have a decent amount of time to think as well. I'm going to just quickly... Tell me if something gets picked.
I'll let you know. Kunkka could be picked. Queen of Pain could still be picked. TA if they want to go something mid.
Well, Death Prophet could be interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, that's going to give you decent team fight, good push. I like the silence too. It's... Yeah.
I don't know how good it is in general though. It's okay, but again, there's nothing that massively stands out to me that would be wow, this is a crazy last pick for us on LGD.
They go Beastmaster, so it will be, they thought it was going to be mid, and they go to the offlaner like you thought. And I like the Beastmaster because that works with the Void, and he's going to take advantage of having that passive.
I think the Hawk vision is really important this game as well. So they're going to have the Hawk, they're going to have the Spirit to play with on the ET to try and see everything in the fight before they start. So it makes Void's game so much easier when he can have that vision control in engagements. I think natural Solar Crest Carrier as well is always nice from that offlane pick.
I like the Kunkka for Aster.
It's okay. Yeah. My man's done it. Two times today.
I'm happy with
no
that.
Phoenix. Oh, sorry, not Phoenix. No Brood.
No Brood. No Techies. Unfortunate. But could still have a game 3 coming our way. Innocent's going to be on the Elder Titan. Nothing to say on the Void Spirit. Jinkyu on that Mirana. Ame on the Faceless Void. Faith Beyond on the Beastmaster. So then Lanham on the Clockwork. Bobica playing the 4th position Snapfire. And then Monet
Which
on the
means
Morphling, XSS on the offlane Earthshaker. And then Kunkka being played by Phoenix.
I think this lane's really good with the offlane Shaker. Like Shaker Snapfire as a lane combination sounds crazy when they get to like level 2. Even at level 3, if you get a point in Fisher, you have so much like burst damage. So, I think Aster's lineup looks fine. This Morphling could eventually go crazy, but they might struggle to deal with this Void. I think they do have the run buff from the ship as kind of like a pseudo save against the Chrono, but it's not like instant. So, if Monet ever gets caught, I think they might struggle to deal damage in fights. And when you're playing against this Void, and you kind of have this like single core lineup almost with the Morph, I think you're always kind of like playing on the edge. But I think both lineups are good.
Yeah.
Should be a fun game. They have good lockdown for the Void with the Shaker and everything. So.
Yeah, and if you time walk down, you've already got the Axe, you pull him back, you get a Fissure out there. Maybe once you get that Blink Dagger, if it's going to be quick enough, because we've seen XSS on this Earthshaker before. Like he's done quite a bit with it.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah, when we see like Faith Beyond play it and stuff as well, he'll go like brown boots, like bottle brown boots, then into like Blink straight away, pretty much. Like he doesn't even stop off for treads or anything. So I'd be interested to see whether XSS does the same or if he does something slightly different.
Let's see.
Lala was looking for a cheeky award placement, but gets scouted out early on. And Innocence has gone boots first. Okay.
You see the high-fiving going up towards top?
I did.
30 seconds to battle.
There's 3 heroes that have started boots this game. And one of them's not Shaker.
Really?
Yeah, Clockwork, Mirana, Elder Titan.
And I like it from the Clockwork, too. If you want to play that, you can play pretty aggressive with that.
It's pretty good. The Mirana's the one I'm surprised about. I think when you play against this Clockwork and don't go boots first, you do still have a problem of maybe being caught at level 1. Oh, and they're putting the Morphling mid. And it's Kunkka safe lane. This is cool.
Okay. I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know, I think that's really good. Like, he has a good lane up against Void Spirit. And Morphling's always going to be the most important hero in this draft. I just worry that if this is the case, then Phoenix might like struggle with XP down in this bot lane.
Because don't you want the solo experience on this Kunkka?
You do, but like having it on the Morph isn't a bad thing.
Ooh. Jinkyu trying to sneak through an arrow. That would have been interesting. And they're going to have 3 heroes up top right now for the Radiant side. Innocence might find himself caught out. They've got themselves the Scatter Blast, Battery Assault. Lanham, he's going to be quick enough eventually to catch up to Innocence, especially with the block coming up from XSS. It'll be first blood for Aster. Yeah, just on the edge.
Not this time.
Bobika's got that very expensive Snapfire set.
This Kunkka might struggle down bot lane now, though, without any help at all. Like, he'll get levels, and he'll be fine. Like, he will still get the solo XP if the clock's going to stay top. But, yeah, he might, I don't know, I'm not sure how this is going to go. I haven't seen anything like this before.
When was the last time you saw a Kunkka save?
I think I've seen... The last time I saw it was probably by Weeha, but... It's very game specific. Bobika's going to TP bot. Okay.
I don't mind this. Actually, quite like it.
No, I think that makes sense.
Yeah. Scatterboy's coming on to Jinkyu. Leap away, get some distance between him and Bobika. He doesn't have an arrow to throw. I believe he's cleaning up big creeps with that arrow.
No, this is the Jinkyu classic, isn't it? Just, do your own thing for a little bit, find your own farm, become 4th core.
Basically. The Jinkyu classic. Become 4th core. Step 1. Become
Step
4th
2.
core.
Profit.
Yeah, seriously.
How's mid lane going? Nothing to say. He's doing really well.
Yeah, 14-6 right now. Ooh, Aether Remnant, Monet.
He's fine. He's not
Trouble
dying.
for a second. Shifted into the strength. There to try and survive for the moment.
Denied.
If Innocence could catch XSS or Lanham, he could definitely right-click for a bit of damage, but now the battery saw comes out. They're going to bring over Ame, who's trying to meet this creep wave with the Radiant creep wave. And now we're just playing not in the lane. Interesting.
This is
This could be a lot of extra damage for Innocence. 64.
Cool. Ugh.
All of a sudden hitting for 118.
He's still level 1 though, which is a bit of a shame for him.
How's the Kunkka doing in this bottom lane again? It's just an interesting thing to see when you've got the Kunkka in the safe lane.
I mean, Beastmaster has to be really careful with his boars because they can get cleaved down easily by the Tidebringer. And Bobica hasn't taken a huge amount of XP away from him, so Phoenix having a good time.
Top of the CS right now. I'm impressed. And like I said, I'm always wondering about what you're going to be able to do when you've got these up-and-coming players playing with a Tier 1 team.
I think when he gets to level 5 and the Tidebringer goes down to like 7 seconds, this game feels really good.
Is it me?
Bobica.
Oh, Bobica. Is he going to be okay? It's fine. Bobica? Yeah, is it me, or does this Clockwork look like a tiny Lina with that back piece?
Yes. I know what you mean. It's like a robot's trying to invade, like, and dress up as the Lina to, like, disguise himself, you know?
They'll never guess
that
I'm not Lina.
Oh, Lanham gets the D ward. Nice. I was saying to you in between games that I think Lanham did really well last game.
Yes.
So, you know, he's already started this game pretty well too, offering the amount of pressure that he is.
The prize is mine.
Looking for the sweep, not gonna land it. We also really haven't even talked about the fact that just the obvious, the Morph Shaker combo, eventually.
Oh my god, I completely forgot. Oh no. Oh no. That is a great point. Oh. You know, it's something that you don't see in ages and you completely forget is a thing.
Yeah. You know, production, if you could forego any DMCA claims, just play Space Jam when they finally get that AGS going.
I'm on the slam.
You can't sing it.
Innocence, top lane.
Innocence in trouble under the Tier 1 tower. I'm going to take some damage, but eventually they'll get the kill onto this Elder Titan. So 2-0 in favor of Aster. Although, while that's happening, Void, yeah, both farming pretty well.
And Marine does spawn bot as well, so Jinky is going to cover that one for the Void Spirit.
For the Void? Which Void?
Whichever Void you like.
Kunkka's farming really well. I'm impressed right now. I know it's just CSing, but I don't know.
I didn't expect them to set their lanes up like this.
Yeah.
Because I didn't realize Bobica was going to be coming back. I thought if they'd have just left Phoenix by himself, he would have really struggled. But I mean, when he has this support from the Bobica whenever he's needed it, he can't really do anything to Phoenix now. He's got a double raise. Has he got phase boots coming as well? He does. He's really farmed.
Top of the net worth.
I'd love to see what he goes next. If he goes like Armlet or something, and who knows?
Radiant's middle tower.
And this Radiant Catapult is starting to pound away at this mid bot tier 1 now.
Getting some shots in there.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, and they're going to keep the Catapult alive as well. Oh, this,
nothing to say. Oy. Cox push him under the tier 2 tower.
Oh my, I completely missed that, I'll be honest. Lanham God, dude. I'm telling you, ever since this guy started playing again, Aster are back.
Yeah. He's really improved this team, and I wish I knew, like, what's the inner workings of him, like, coming to the team and where that transition has kind of happened, because they weren't doing well for a little while. They had played with Chizbug, and that wasn't really working out for them. And then all of a sudden they're playing now with Lanham, and you can kind of feel the shift and change. You can feel that they're making more better decisions in these games. You can feel that the drafts are a little bit different. And you can kind of feel the difference. You know what I mean? So I would love to be able to pick the brains of these players and be like, hey, like, you know, who's making shot calls? Like, is Lanham now taking over the shot call decisions? Is he making the drafting decisions? Like, I want to know who took over, you know, in a lot of the responsibility.
I'd be 99% sure this was all like Lanham like calling the early game of things.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's different as the game goes on. That tends to be the cores that kind of take over then, but yeah. Because he was drafting for them before anyway, wasn't he? When he
Arrow hits onto the Kunkka and Faith Beyond. He had used that Primal Roar, but they've got the Ghost Ship. Do they get the kill on the Phoenix before he gets away? One more right click, and Jinkyu gets the finishing touches on the Phoenix.
Yeah, good kill. He was really starting to roll away with the game. And Jinkyu, again, he's like turning into this fourth core again already, right? Here's the Earn online. Just doing his own thing. That's why he didn't arrow that creep away from the Void. And nothing to say, he's got Orchid queued up on the Void Spirit as well, which I completely agree with. I think it's really good. It's a great Orchid game. Just like the game, the way you want to play this is you want to play pickoffs and just allow your Void to farm at the same time. Yeah. So, good damage increase as well in general on that item. Like for your hero, with all the attack speed, with all the raw damage from the int.
How quickly is he going to get into this Orchid? Oh god, Royal Jelly for the Radiant side. How's XSS doing so well?
Oh, he gave the Royal Jelly to the Kunkka. I think you keep it on Shaker.
Chrono, Fissure, Arrow coming in, but now you're on the opposite side, and you're not going to get the kill here.
Fissure.
Ooh, Echo! And this is trouble. OGD need to be very careful, but here comes Innocence, looks for the sweep, lands it on 2. Nothing to say, he's made his rotation over, looking for Lanham with the Astral Step. Does he have the damage to get the kill into the Clockwork? It doesn't look like it. He's going to dive the tower for this, though. He just needs one more right click to get this kill, but the Fissure lands, and now XSS trying to get right on top of him. There's the Dissimulate, but still can't find the Clockwork. Battery Assault popped once again. They don't get the kill there on to Lanham, and Innocence is going to just TP out, so they don't get much of anything from that exchange.
Yeah, and this Kunkka's starting to push mid already as well, so...
Interesting.
Calais?
And protect your soul.
I hope that's not the beginning of the abandoned bug.
What?
The pause, unpause, disconnect. I feel like it usually happens like that.
No.
Knock on wood, it doesn't.
You'll be fine.
I don't want to jinx it.
That happened in Epic League again recently as well. Somebody accidentally DC'd, and then they won the game without him.
Yeah, but it wasn't like they were 2 seconds away from winning anyway?
No. It was like he DC'd and accidentally abandoned. Then they took Roche while he was gone and ended the game before the carry came back up again. Like all in that short, like 100 seconds or something.
Wow.
I can't remember. It was one of the Div 2 games. I can't remember who it was. Might have been Hellraisers.
Are Hellraisers in the division?
No, not Hellraisers. Gambit. Sorry. I think. Not sure.
Interesting. And he's back. Okay, cool. Awesome. Every pause with the disconnect always freaks me out because it's happened to us, I think, a couple of times. Or, well, obviously it hasn't happened to us. It's happened in games that we've been covering.
I had a couple happen and kill off this catapult. Yeah. Protects your towers. Oh, he is going armlet first on the Kunkka as well, by the way. This is... You alright?
I said ooh.
What are we doing?
Armlet?
Oh, for the armlet?
No, yeah.
Okay.
I'm allowed to ooh and ah.
No, it's not that
armlet?
interesting.
Okay, fine.
It has to be interesting for you to do it.
Oh,
you know.
oh, feed me that line again.
Kunkka's going armlet.
Okay.
Oh, come on, Beak Up. You got to be more excited than that. He's going armlet.
Ooh. X as well as the Torrent and the Ghost Ship? Or just the Ghost Ship and the Torrent. Look at the kill on the Innocents.
Good chain stunts.
Well.
Arcane's up on Bovica. I wonder if he goes for the Axe first, or if he goes like Greaves or something instead. Could be interesting.
Ooh.
You gotta stop this now.
It's automatic at this point. Once it hits 7:30 in the morning, it becomes automatic.
And Shaker.
Ooh. He dodges the arrow, just sidesteps. It was really nothing impressive.
Okay.
But it looks like the boar is not going to be enough, but it will be the astral step into the resonant pulse.
Oh, Monet's actually got E-Blade queued up first. It's one of the more things. Top lane. This Void.
Oh. Killing the XSS. And that was without Chrono.
Oh, the
Torrent. Oh, nicely placed by Phoenix. Time walk. Oh, avoids the scatter blast, but he doesn't have a TP, so it's just, yeah, he's dead eventually.
I feel like he should have known the torrent was going to come relatively soon. Like, if you just carry on running down a bit, as soon as you see the torrent, you TP away. I don't know. I mean, that's hindsight, but...
Which is
It's
2020.
easy to say when we're watching.
So they're going to try and pressure this tier 1 tower up towards top, but the rotation's coming. And they have Chronosphere when this Void is back up. So a long drawn-out fight might actually benefit LGD here, especially if they can start this off with a sleep, but...
He has no TP, though. The Void can't get to the fight.
Yeah, he doesn't have TP for 28 seconds, eh? Guardian Greaves for Jin Q. Queued up.
Okay. Nothing to say he's changed his mind as well. He's going Axe on the Void Spirit, which is fair enough.
Why silence one target when you can silence them all?
I think if he'd have been having a better game, I think he would have gone Orchids, but like his game slowed down a little bit, so gonna go for the safer play.
I would have been okay with either. Granted, I would have been okay with anything.
He's like, oh, what would BCOP want me to do?
Midas. Right.
Yes, into Octarine. Yes, yes.
You would have wanted me to pick techies instead. Does XSS have his blink? Is that what's getting delivered right now? Yes.
This is a big moment as well for Aster with this blink. If they can get a good kill with the first blink reveal, could take LGD by surprise. And like this Void is the huge one. Right? This Moonlight Shadow's gone down, but I don't know if they have any detection. No, they don't. It's a shame. Otherwise, that Void kill would have been, you know, perfectly within reason. A top lane Bobica.
Some trouble, but he'll survive. Gets the Fire Snap cookie away.
Now the Morphin coming top.
X pulling back, goes ship. Mortimer's kisses down on Faith Beyond. They get the kill into the Beastmaster, so instead of losing one, they'll kill one.
Now they should be able to take this top tier 1 as well.
Yeah.
Really good fight for Aster, that. Well, they're going to glyph pretty early.
They're still waiting to use this Blink Dagger. It feels like XSS is kind of avoiding the lane, not to show it off. At some point, he's going to want to go in there, right? And they should see it now anyway.
It's difficult, though, like, finding that balance between showing your blink and then finding the right kill and wanting to farm at the same time.
Yeah.
I think this Aster are going to be really happy with how this game's going. Like we've said, though, if the Void gets to a point in the game where he can, like, kill the Morphling, they do have a problem with their damage output on Aster.
Mask of Madness MKB for the Faceless Void. Ags is 350 gold away. So, nothing to say, we'll be into that soon, but you see like the net worths. Like Void's at the top. then or well, now he's not. But like the 3 cores from the side of Aster are very much leading, and Beastmaster really doesn't have much of anything. This is surprising because usually Faith Beyond's one of the most consistent earners in terms of gold.
They're gonna hit a big timing though on LGD when they hit the Ags on the Void Spirit and the MKB on the Void at the same time. Like their value and their net worth goes up massively at that point. Because at the moment, this Void Spirit has like 6.2k net worth, but 3,000 of it is in. Actually, so you got it coming out on the courier now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the Ags here, and then you need the MKB now. It's like he had like 3,000 dead gold before, right? So half his net worth wasn't in actual items, but now like he's so much stronger. Beastmaster. Moonlight Shadow, easy. See you later, fools.
Gets away.
La da 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 da.
Is that the mod that we're gonna add to the game?
Yeah. Puts the shades on.
Just comes down on your hero portrait. Oh, Primal Roar. That's used on the SAPPHIRE. Bobica will end up dead.
Yeah, big kill. Now they're looking for more as well. If they get X success, this is massive.
Arrow! Nice arrow from Jinkyu. They get the kill. Earthsplitter's used. It'll deter Aster from coming in.
That's a big, big kill. On the Shaker. We haven't really seen anything from his Blink yet. Like, there's been no raw initiation from him yet. And it's kind of like so much downtime they've like had to use this Blink. And Void just takes the bot tier 1 at the same time. He's like 400 gold off his MKB or something now. And when he gets MKB, he does still have to be a little bit worried. Like, he needs the BKB as well. But when that point comes and he gets both those items, he's basically unkillable in that duration. And there isn't a great save on Aster.
Hook shot. Oh, Adam. Jinkyu now hit by the fissure and leaps away. And he's got more leaps. Oh, gosh.
Even popped the mech and he still died. Like, that's... It's unfortunate. I wouldn't be surprised to see him buy a casual cloak or something at some point. Oh, no, the Marana. Yeah, there you go.
There it is.
Here comes the MKB though on the Void.
And he still has Chronosphere available.
He hasn't used it in a while.
No.
They lose their mid tier 1, but honestly, the way the game's going now, like after that one fight top lane before, LGD will be really happy. Like they kept their tier 1 alive for a long time. Yes, Aster have started to take over the map a little bit, but they haven't. Like they've taken all the tier 1s and that's it, right? Like, they haven't lost a tier 2 yet. Considering how the start of this game went, they'll be happy they're not too far behind. They're going to smoke up straight away though with the MKB reveal.
Astral step forward, going in for XSS, and it's just the Aether Remnant into the arrow, the 1-2 combo. Sleep just misses Bobica. Ooh, but they're gonna spot this stack.
Oh,
and they want it.
I mean, it's only a 1 stack. Like, it's not a massive deal, but gold's gold, right? They'll take whatever they can get.
Of course, gold's gold.
Morphling almost set the axe now. Well, not almost, but like 3,000 gold away. When that comes online, we know what happens. Everyone get your OS frogs ready in chat, because...
Type it in and press enter, so you can just press up enter for later.
Yeah.
Be prepared. Ooh, they've got the silence as well as the Aether Remnant. The arrows off mark! Primal Roar, Earthsplitter coming in. Do they still have the damage? No, they don't. But they get the kill on XSS. XSS not able to get the Echo Slam off. Lam going in with the hook shot as well as the battery assault on Innocence. But if they lose Innocence, I don't know if they care that much. It's just the other turn. He's already used the
Bobica as well.
They don't even get the kill there on him. They get the kill on Bobica. Nothing to say gets credit for that one. Now they get Phoenix. So Void's got one. And, well, they also take out Bobica.
Can they just go Roche?
Pretty well done by LGD.
What a disaster of a fight for Aster. I mean, this Shaker offlane, the pick in theory works really well, but it hasn't found its way into the game. Like, we haven't seen any good initiations from him. It's LGD controlling when the fights start every single time. Now they get the Roche on the Void as well. If they'd have arrowed that Morphing there and managed to kill him off, it would have been massive. But, you know, getting 3 kills anyway, they'll be more than happy with that. Get the Roche as well. Like, BKB's almost online for the Void, just over 1,000 gold away. Oh, this is what we used to see Nothing to Say do before for last OGA. Do you remember he used to go for this Kaya Sanj?
Mm-hmm.
Just interesting. So, like, no BKB this game. I feel like it's a good BKB game as well.
How awesome is it, by the way? Just because you said, you remember when he did this last OGA? How awesome is it that we've had like 4 since May? And like we can do that and be like, oh, you remember the last OGA? It's like, yeah, they've all been on the same patch. Not really, but
well,
kind of.
The last one was for sure. Maybe the last 2 were on the same patch. I honestly can't remember.
This one, I just can't remember.
Bot lane.
Maybe able to get the kill into the faceless void. Ooh, time walk.
No.
Not enough damage, and now the trouble comes. XSS in a little bit of trouble. Now he's going to use that Echo Storm. The hook shot comes out as well as the time walk being used by Monet, but they still don't have the damage to get the kill on Ame. They lose XSS. The Star Storm comes down. They lose Monet. The kill as the Primal Roar is out onto this Morphling. And can they find Monet? Yes, they can. They'll look over at Phoenix, who pops the BKB, but the right-click damage as well as the Astral Step. They get the kill on a 3, and LGD lose nothing.
Yeah, you can see the problem with this Morphling having to play into the ET natural order, though. Like, it's only 1 point at the moment, but even the base armor reduction from that 1 point, you can feel in the fight.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Oh, if they'd have killed the Void at the start, it would have been completely different. But, like, he has Aegis anyway, I get that.
Yeah.
Like, they committed so much to try and kill the Void, but LGD were just almost baiting him out. They knew they were going to be there. And now he has Chrono up in, like, 5 seconds again.
bottom tower has fallen.
And they go Clockwork once more.
This game has just exploded. XSS died like 4 times in a row, it felt like, and they just haven't been able to control the tempo without him on Aster. They were doing so well for like long periods of the game, and now it's just, yeah.
He got that Blink Dagger, and we never saw a Blink Echo. We saw him drop a couple Echoes, but it was never like that Blink initiation with the Echo Slam.
Oh my god, the wombo comp, yeah.
You know,
I mean,
we didn't really see that.
The big moment is though is going to be the Morphags. Like, we need to, like,
if that comes. He's down 9k right now with Chrono about to be up, still have Aegis in their hands.
Yeah,
and he's 2,000 gold away from it.
But the thing is, when he gets the axe, the game completely changes, because not only can the Void kill the Morph, but the Morph can kill the Void from like 100 to 0. So like, it becomes a lot more volatile, is my point. But
Radiant's top tower is
anything can
under attack.
happen.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Anything is possible.
Because you have to remember, it's not just the E-Blade burst damage, it's also the Enchant Totem damage as well. And like the Chain Stump.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Here's the Kaya Sanj. Going in the Boots of Travel next.
Radiant's top tower is under
Yeah, that's a
attack.
different one.
Dota chat wheel message missing Hero G.
Oh, that's my favourite. This Void actually just doesn't care.
Dire's bottom tower is
He
under
knows with the
attack.
Aegis, he's so like ridiculously difficult to kill twice.
I assume Hero G is the Void Spirit.
Yes, I mean that happens when you ping Void Spirit, but it's been happening in other games as well for other heroes. I don't know which one
specifically
it
the
is.
Void Spirit, because G would line up A, B, C, D, E, F, G, which would be the Void Spirit from left to right.
Vanished, but
Yeah, but that's what it happens on Void Spirit a lot. But it started happening on other heroes as well, and I don't know which ones else it's happening on. Because we had it the other series where there wasn't a Void Spirit in it,
Allies disappear.
and it's really annoying. Lanham, there's a DD. Oh no, sorry, DD's not there. My eyes are deceiving me.
Ooh. Nothing to say though. He's got the DD. 4th iteration left on that, but he's not going to make the jump now that they finally have the Guardian Greaves. Or will he make the jump? Because Monet is right here. And oh. Hook shot. They're going to go here for Innocence, get the kill. But they'll look over as they've got the damage to take out this Clockworker. Do they? Blink Echo Chrono! Oh, it's massive on everybody! They're going to look over. They've got the Primal Roar. They get the kill on Monet as well as Lanham. They'll look over Bobica as well as Phoenix. And Lanham buys back, squeeze back into the fight. They get the kill on Bobica. And now they'll find Lanham for a second time. Triple kill for Ame. GG is called. And LGD will take the 2-0. I was not expecting that GG call.
That is a morale-crushing Chrono, though.
Yeah.
I get that. Like, sure. That's like, guys, group up, we'll be safe. Like penguins. And they're like, oh no, we're playing against a Void. Oh.